We get asked all the time, Don, I really don't want to trade intraday. I don't have the time yet. I'm still working. I got a lot of things on my plate, but I'd like to be a swing trader. I'd like to be an investor, and I'd like to have tools that can help me make decisions. Can any of your education in tools help me? Well, the answer to that is most definitely. But let me show you this tool, SMC Swing Machine Plus, that we use day in and day out when trading intraday, particularly futures, can also be used on stock and or options. And it can be used for extended time frames. And I'm about to show you how this decision-making software for trading or investing in stocks works. Let me give you a glimpse. I'm going to come in here and edit. We simply change, we make the futures false, we make the stocks true, and then we put a dollar amount so it can calculate the purse correctly. Here we've put in $10,000. So it makes an assumption that you are buying and selling $10,000. Now you may be using options and you may be using 25,000 or 100,000, but for here we'll put in 10 or maybe 5,000, but we'll put in 10. That's going to affect how the machine calculates its P&L on each given trade. The percentage return, this column, the percentage return is the difference between the entry price and where it's trading now. And then it'll calculate that P&L, whether it be up or down, and what the percentage is. Because this is stock and not leveraged, it's true. I mean, it's true to what the return would be. If you put in $10,000 and you have a 15.21% return from the entry price to where it is on Apple, you will be up how much? $1,500. Now, of course, if you're trading options, futures, which are leveraged, you can be up a real return, many multiples of that. But this is unleveraged. Here is the stock. This is the signal. This is how many days. It was 30 days ago. It happens to be underwater a little bit. And then this gives us the trend information, because Swing Machine Plus is seeking trend. You can choose to trade it as a counter trend measure, but here we're talking about seeking trend for the long term or medium term. So what I'm going to do is sort this for you and show you in just a few short minutes. We're going to show them all to you, the top performing stocks from Swing Machine on a daily interval. The number one stock, maybe you own it, maybe you've never heard of it, but our members have, is Seagate Technology. 98 days ago, if you had purchased or put $10,000 into Seagate at 90.01 back on May 1st, you would have $14,578 in your account. You'd be up 146%. That's how that works. Down here, to pick on a red one, RHI, which is Robert Half Inc., it went short 184 days ago. And the way to think about this is, if you owned it and you got out, you saved yourself $5,000, a 48% haircut. If you are an aggressive trader, you may have gone short and you would be up $5,000. If you are looking for investments, you might want to cull out, CUL, the stocks that are in downtrends, and wait for them to find their floor, reverse trend, and start heading up, and you begin to buy them. That's what we do as not just traders, but as investors too. Even Warren Buffett does that. So what you want to know is, out of 500 stocks, we're long and short. How many stocks are we up or down, having a drawdown? So let me scroll down and show you. So we're going to scroll down. It's going to go pretty fast. Green. We're up 19% on this one and 17 on that. So we're going to keep going. We're going to go all the way down till we get to a flat spot. We're profitable, albeit very small, and right there. So out of 500 stocks, Swing Machine is profitable in 404 of them. Now the yellow means that we're flat. We're not making any money. So how many are yellow? And we're getting entries. That brings the total to 409. Now the remaining balance, we're actually drawing down. So Swing Machine doesn't get them all right. And you can see, we're going to show you the worst performers from Swing Machine. The worst one, for some reason, it's an abrupt. Up here, IR was at 8%, but this one, Synopsys, got itself to 28, and that probably was on a gap down. That's what that means. The beauty of using items and machinery to trade, it gets you your emotions of fear and greed, hopefully, out of the picture. Because you see, folks, if you are making financial decisions on the emotions of money, then you're going to find it a hard way to go. Now, let me show you what else you can do. We can, with a touch of a button, change this all to a weekly basis. And let's change them all. Come here to customize all symbols, make it. Now you're going to trade or invest less, and these signals are going to be more relevant. But let's now sort this way. And the top weekly is Broadcom. Strange symbol, but Broadcom. 146 weeks ago. $10,000 is now $53,000. A 534%. 146 weeks ago, back on 2022. So now let's scroll down and show you, hopefully they've all updated, I think they have. Out of all 500, how many are we up? We'll keep going. You can slow this down and look at any number that you want. You can always send us an email to, Don, can you give me a view of such and such a stock? Just let me know, and I'm happy to do that. 420 were profitable. 420 right to here. Now here are the yellow ones where we're flat, and now we begin to have a draw. How bad is the worst one? So let's scroll down. Could very well be the same stock. Nope. Iron Mountain, but not Iron Mountain. Actually, this one here was that West Pharmaceutical, 18%. Now, we're not done. You might say, well, geez, I don't want to even be a weekly investor. I'm Warren Buffett. I want to trade on a monthly basis. I just want to invest. Okay, I'm all right with that. And if you are an investor, I do think you consider fundamentals. I do. Intraday, I don't. Maybe swing trading, I don't. But as an investor, I think you should. So let's change it to a monthly basis. Can I do that, Don? Yes, you absolutely can. Change it to a monthly. And let's do the same thing. And check this out. The top stock is Monster Beverage. 285 months ago, a $10,000 investment has you at $16 million. Apple, 260, a $10,000 investment has you at $5.6 million. Nvidia, Axon. You know what Axon is? Axon is the cameras that policemen wear, and cameras everywhere else too, and security information. Might want to be involved in that. The likelihood that you're going to pick the top, probably slim and none, but a $10,000 investment, just 157 months is $1.2 million. Isn't that crazy? How many, let's scroll down, are we profitable in? Let's keep going. Now we're long and short. Now you don't have to short, but it would have saved you. For instance, here, this is Moderna. Maybe somebody got you into Moderna back during the pandemic 30 months ago. If you got out, you would have saved yourself an 80% drawdown. You see, entries and exits matter, particularly entries. So let's scroll down, keep going. So out of 500 stocks, we are profitable from an investment standpoint, 314. These stocks are flat, and then these, we'll go back, are the drawdowns. And how bad is the drawdown? Well, let me see. That actually didn't calculate correctly because I still see some. So they still may have been populating. I apologize. Let's see if it updated. On a month, yes, okay. Bear with me. I did this. The computer was still updating. Here we are. So let's do this again. And there are the top stocks. It was still updating when I got down there, so we didn't have it. We didn't give it enough time. So let's scroll down because that seemed a little light to me. So out of 500 stocks, we're still profitable. And there we go. 416 on a monthly basis, we're profitable. The yellow ones mean we're flat, and the others, we're drawing down. What's the worst? Well, let's go look. And the worst is just 8.68%. Maybe a tool like this, a few minutes each week, just to look over the shoulder of your broker. You got one of those guys? Maybe you want to have this tool. It will more than pay for itself. If you want to become more active, you let us know, because these tools can be used on an intraday basis, but it is an acquired skill set, as we talk about all the time. I am Bagger Don at Stock Market Caddy, CADIE.com. It is September 20th, and folks, I'm just letting you know, I know you've enjoyed some wonderful run-ups since May, and the volatility has been crushed. It's going to change very soon. It will. You can take it to the bank. If you want these tools on your desktop, reach out today, because the most valuable commodity of all is not Apple or Nvidia. It isn't gold or silver. It isn't Bitcoin. It's time itself. We can't make it. We can't buy it. We can't trade it, but we can waste it. And I'm not in the habit of wasting my time. If you're not either, be sure to visit stockmarketcaddy.com, and you're welcome to call me any day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 813-758-8263. It's going to be a great winter season, fall and winter season for sure in the markets. Thanks.